Hello friends, in this video tutorial we are going to talk about color. Yes, color in HTML. In programming there's a whole lot of way we color stuffs, a whole lot of way. But in this video tutorial we are going to talk about the two major popular way that you can color anything in programming. Two major popular way. Okay, let's just begin. Going back to our Visual Studio Code, I just want to create a new file. Let me call this file color.html. Okay, this color we are going to talk more on it when we started writing CSS. Okay, so I'm using HTML version 5. I click, let me call the title HTML color. Okay, now there's an attribute here in body tag known as BG color. This BG color is used to determine what would be the background color of the entire web page. Okay, so actually I'm not going to write anything in the body. I just want to be coloring it so that we notice how we color stuffs in HTML or in programming. One way you can color something is by giving it a color name. For example, if you say green like this, okay, I would like to run this code. Let me review it in Explorer. Then I will open it. You see that the background color will be green. Okay, so this is using color name. You can equally use this kind green using 1E. Green with 1E shines more brighter than this. You see this green? Okay, this is coloring using color name. You can equally say, let me say blue. Okay, you see the color changes to blue. So this is one way we can color. There's another way we want to color. Let me define it. This way is known as color code. Okay, color code. This color code follows a pattern known as RGB, whereby arrow stands for red, G stands for green, and B stands for blue. Then you now start it with hash like this. Okay, look at how this color works. The first two number or the first two codes stands for red. Okay, the second one stands for green. Okay, then the third one stands for blue, and these are being coded in base 16. You know that in base 16 we have 1 to F. That is, we have from 1 to 10. Then after 10 we have A, we have B, we have C, we have D, we have F. That is base 16. Okay, now look at how we color. Assuming I want to color with red using color code. Okay, what I have to do is that first of all I have to write hash. Remember, red has these two color codes, so I will fill it with red by saying FF, then green don't show, which is 00, blue don't show, which is 00. Using this now simply means that I want to color red because I'm only filling the partition for red full, giving it the highest number of color code I have. Remember, the color code are counting base 16, which is from 1 to F. So doing this, I am focusing on red only. So what I'm telling computer is that I want this color to be red. Okay, let me go to the code and let's test this. If I come to this color name, let me say hash FF40. Okay, so this is the one for red. I want you to be red, pure red, no green, no blue. Okay, let me refresh this code. You see that the background color will be red. You see it's red. Now what about if I do something like this? Let me say I do 99. Yeah, yes, this is the color is red because I have off the green color and the blue color. But now you see that I'm using 99, and 9 is not the highest number in the red color code. 9 is between 1 to 10 here. So the color is going to be red, but actually it's not going to be pure red because I didn't fill it with the maximum number of the color code. Okay, so let me refresh this. You see that the red is somehow dim because it's not actually pure red. So it simply means that in red we can get about 16 times 16 number of red color. Okay, for instance, if I do something like this, if I say 09, remember I'm still focusing on red, but the lowest number in red, which is 9, I will still get a red-like color. A red-like, you see the color I got now? I just refresh and I got this color. So when I'm focusing on that place, I'm focusing on red. Okay, now what about if I want to get green? What I have to do is that I have to off the partition for green, for red, and on the partition for green. Remember we are following arrow GB. Okay, this is now for green. Let me run this code now. You see that we have green. Okay, so if I'm filling this color here, anything I'm doing here, I'm focusing on green like color. Let me say A1, right? Based on green, this color will still focus on green because I am only filling the green color, right? Okay, let me off it. If I off everything, I am not actually putting any color. So what color am I going to get? I'm going to get black. When there is no color, you get black. Okay, let me focus on the last two. Let me call it FF. You know, arrow GB. So actually I'm focusing on blue. So I am getting a blue color. That is it. Okay, what about if I fill all of them with FF? If I fill all this color, I am going to get white. Yes, I am going to get white. So when we were in nursery school, we used to study about color mixing and how do we mix this and get this. So in web you can actually do that. So what about if I want to mix red and green? FF for red, FF for green, 00. Then I'm offing the blue. So here I am making use of red and blue. I want to mix two of them. What color do I get? Let's check and see. Okay, you see what I'm getting? A kind of yellow or orange color. Whenever you mix red and green, this is the color you will get. Okay, what about if I mix red and blue? Okay, I do something like this. I'm only filling the red, leaving the green empty and the blue. What color am I going to get? Let's check. You see what color I get when you mix red and blue. Okay, what about if I mix green and blue? Okay, I do something like this, green and blue. You see the color I got? Okay, so when dealing with color code, we normally use this color code to mix our color and get the color we want. Okay, for instance, let me say if I use CC, okay, a little small quantity of red, small quantity of green, small quantity of blue. What do I get? This is color for hash color. You see the background color I got? Okay, there's a whole lot of colors. For example, when you come to okay, let's visit this website, materialize.com. Okay, when you search for color, you will see a whole lot of color and their color code. So most programmers prefer using color code instead of color name because there are color you might be looking for. You may not actually know the name of that color, but when you kind of put the color code, you will just get it. Okay, let me just Google this. Let me say materialize color. You see the way we write color? This is the way we write color in programming. Color like this. Okay, this is materialize CSS color. Let me open it so that I can see a whole bunch of color. Okay, scrolling that, you see this color is known as red lighting 5. You see the color code, you see all the color code. So any color that I want to use here, what I really need to do is to copy the color code. You see how they mix this color between the red, green and blue to get this color here. Assuming I want to use you see we have a whole lot of color in red. Okay, this is the code, and I have equally tried to explain how they come about mixing this color to get exactly this color you are seeing here. Okay, let me find one good color and use as my background color. Okay, you see when you fill everything you are getting black. When you didn't put any color, when you fill everything FF, you see you are getting white. Okay, you see for the hash colors how they mix it. You see when you got this E, you are getting gray color. Look, assuming I want to use a green color like this green color, what I need to do is to just copy this code. Okay, put it in my own. Don't forget to put hash whenever you are writing a color code, right? So coming back to my page here, I refresh. Okay, this is the one we did for frame. The one for color is the one I'm talking about. You see the background color I have here now. Okay, if I need this color now, I just need to copy the code. Okay, come to my Visual Studio Code, replace it with this one here. When I come back to my web browser and test it, you will see the kind of color I have. Okay, you can equally just write something like this: green color codes. Google will show you a lot of color code for green. Okay, it's just trying to know if I'm a robot. Okay, it's loading. Okay, see green color code, you see the results here. You see a whole lot of results: aqua, army green and all that. Okay, so these are the green color code here. You can just browse for anything you need, get the color code and all of that. Like me, I normally go to materialize because they have a good number of colors that I need. I will just copy the color code I need. A little research, you will see a lot of ways you can get color. Like here is showing me a whole lot of color. Look at the color name, look at the color code, right? So let me just say, let me use bright green as a color name. Let me see what I got. I copy this, then I put it here. Since I'm using color name, I don't need to use hash. Bright green. Okay, coming back to my code here, let me refresh. You see it's not actually working because in giving color name you don't give space like this. So the color name you are seeing here, they are just telling you look at the color they want to form, but actually you need the color code. When you copy this color code, put it here, it will work. In HTML version 5, we are using this let me paste this first. No, this is not what I'm looking for. I copy this, come back to my code here, put hash, paste this code. Okay, see the result. Okay, that's the result. I just copied this bright green. So before, we're using this RGB method, which I'm not really sure whether it's working now, but the most color being used is the color code. It's very simple and direct to the point. Here in RGB, we are still following the same pattern. We have the red, we have the green, we have the 0, and it has the maximum of 255, starting from 0 to 255. So this one is trying to prove to you that red has 255 colors, green has 255 colors, blue has 255 colors. So Imagine when you have 1255, 1255, 1255, the total number of color you can form with this RGB, they are more than 200,000, because this only give you 1255, 1255. Think about when you started combining them. So we can still go with RGB, but I'm not advising that we follow this color method. Instead, let's use the color code. You can say RGB in bracket, let me say 255 for arrow, 0 for G, 0 for B. So actually we want to use the red color. I'm not really sure if this color code is still working, but let me just test it out. I'm trying to use a red background. You see the color is not actually working this time around. Maybe it was working when we are writing in HTML version 4. So I prefer you use this color code like this. If you want to do red, arrow, no G, no B. Okay, so that's you are getting your red background color. I think that's all for the color. Thank you guys. Bye bye.